This is ESPN on ABC.
All together now. Yeah, y'all know what time it is.
Vegas. How about this young team?
We're gonna go for a title.
But there can only be one number one. And the race to that chip is on. Here they come.
We know OKC is a good team. We're gonna fight again.
Gotta get another one.
Don't call it a comeback. I mean, it's just nasty. Making the chance to bring down. Finish it for D. The base go down. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by Papa John's.
We are coming to you live from Las Vegas, where we're about to find out who will represent the western side of the Emirates NBA Cup and lock in a spot in Tuesday's finals. I mean, roll out the red carpet for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because the Thunder are rolling with their best start since KD and Russ were in OKC. And Perk, I think you might have had a little something to do with that. Alperen Şengün. Not only can he rock the plaid head to toe, but he can also fill up a box score. Only Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo have more games with 20, 10, and 5 this season. Over $500,000 on the line for the winners of the NBA Cup. Perk, you think you still got 6 fouls left in you?
I got 6 fouls and 2 technicals.
Alongside Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, Bob Myers, I'm Malika Andrews. We are so thrilled to be with you getting ready for this heavyweight bout between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets. Stephen A., what do you think we can learn here about the Western Conference tonight?
Well, I don't think you're going to learn much about the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got a superstar in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They lead the league in forced turnovers, along with the amount of turnovers they commit, leaving them with the best turnover differential since it was tracked back in 1997, 1998. This is who the Oklahoma City Thunder are. We do have the possibility, however, to learn about the Houston Rockets and what they're capable of. When you consider their youth, not a single player is averaging 20 a game. 7 different players are averaging 11-plus points a game.
Yep.
They win by committee. They're a good defensive team as well. It's going to be real interesting to see what they do in a moment like this.
I do know
I've
this
been watching.
in just a couple of minutes.
Hey, guys.
For now.
Oh, yeah,
Let's send it inside. Mike Breen, take it away.
All right, Malika, thank you. Of course, it's only the second year of the NBA's in-season tournament, and now, of course, called the Emirates NBA Cup. And here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, this semifinal features 2 young, hungry teams and 2 of the best defenses in the NBA, featuring some of the more outstanding young talent throughout the league right now. As Oklahoma City and Houston square off and match up, as we welcome here to T-Mobile, and there's Alperen Şengün, one of the great young players, perhaps on the verge of making an all-star team. OKC has a couple of players of those as well. And hi, everyone. As we welcome you inside, Richard Jefferson, Doris Burke, Mike Breen on hand, and of course Lisa Salters with us as well. This makes such an interesting matchup because not only do you have 2 of the youngest teams in the NBA, they also happen to be 2 of the best teams in the NBA. And they're both ready to take that next step, including OKC, Doris. They are without question a championship contender. They're tough, they're talented, they're deep, and they're led by a very special player.
Yeah, he's the unquestioned leader and the engine offensively. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's game's about a couple of things. Number 1, pace. Number 2, angle. It's not all north and south. His frame is 6'6", 200 pounds. So he talked to us about being elusive, avoiding some of that contact. If need be, go right through it. But this is a relentless driving team, and he leads the way with that. 3-level scorer. Can he get downhill? Yes. Look at the attention he draws. He makes guys around them better. On the defensive end, though, this is their identity. The best by a wide margin in almost every category. In particular, turnovers. They create a ton of them and score often. Look at this guy's averages. Over 30 points. What you don't see there, he's averaging a block as well. He's doing absolutely everything, Mike.
Well, maybe the Houston Rockets don't have a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but what a team they have. And they've made great strides, Richard, the last couple of years, and go by the mantra, strength in numbers.
Oh, and they have strength in numbers, and it starts with their defense. But how did the Houston Rockets get here? That's what's so impressive. Year over year, they have gotten better. They got to Vegas because what? They had 4 players in the top 4 that they've drafted over the last 4 drafts. And they've added so many key pieces. A high-level coach that has championship experience. Tough, gritty. You know what else they added? They added veterans that fit the style of play that their coach wants to do. Like I said, tough, gritty defense. That's what the Houston Rockets are about, and that's how they've been making their imprint.
And both of these teams, again, playing so well. It means so much for them to be here. With more on that, let's check in for the first time with Lisa Salters. Hey,
Mike, gritty, tough, physical, defensive-minded. You don't know which team I'm talking about, Mike, because you can say the same things about both of these young squads. So we could be in store for an old-school defensive battle tonight. Let's take a look at the numbers. The Thunder and Rockets are 1st and 3rd in the West, respectively, and they're both getting it done on the defensive end of the floor in terms of defensive efficiency and opponent's field goal percentage allowed. And here's something else they have in common. They're both hungry young teams looking to make their marks in this league to prove that they are legit and that they not only deserve to be here in Vegas competing for the NBA Cup, but that they deserve to be in the discussion when it comes to who will be contending for an NBA championship this season. Mike?
All right, Lisa, we can't wait to watch them play. You're going to be able to hear them play. Jalen Williams of OKC will be mic'd up for us tonight, as will Jalen Green of the Rockets. The Thunder, the Rockets, semifinals of the NBA Cup. Now let's go back to Malika. Time for the semifinals in Las Vegas.
All together now.
I ain't had this much fun in a long time. We got more work to do.
The closer you get to the cup, the more treacherous the terrain.
Close team in the tournament. We're one step closer.
We're gonna go for a title. Going to Vegas.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers with suckers and beer.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not gonna miss that time from downtown. Overpowering, over the competition, I'm towering. Drives, got by and bends the rim.
Punch their ticket to Las Vegas.
You better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest that all get sliced and diced.
We got a scrum in front of the Rocket bench.
I'm gonna knock you out.
I love it.
Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
And here we go. It's time for the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder as we welcome you to the Emirates NBA Cup semifinal from Las Vegas, Nevada, like no other city in the world. And the city packed this weekend for a variety of reasons, including NBA fans coming from all over to see these two teams. We had two teams earlier in the initial game, Milwaukee defeating in Atlanta. And here at T-Mobile Arena, the winner of the Rockets and the Thunder will play the Milwaukee Bucks in the championship game on Tuesday. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by T-Mobile. First for the Houston Rockets, 5th youngest team in the NBA. They got 2 veterans in Van Vliet and Brooks, but then the others are 22 years old, 21 years old, and 22 years old. Meanwhile, for the OKC Thunder, they're the 3rd youngest team in the NBA. They got some youngsters as well. Cason Wallace, who's starting once again. He's only 21. Jalen Williams is 22. Of course, the great Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who has just been on an absolute tear. He's had back-to-back years where he's averaged 30 or more. He's even better this year. And they come in with a 19-5 record. 3rd best record in the NBA. Best record in the West. Meanwhile, for the Houston Rockets, one of the real surprises, not that they're good, they're this good, with the 5th best record in the NBA and the 3rd best record in the West. Doors, this is just such a fun matchup for so many reasons.
Mike, I think Oklahoma City is a legit threat to win a title. The lessons learned in falling short a season ago, but how about yesterday, the Houston Rockets, Ime Udoka, and you know this, Richard, because you are intimately familiar with him because of your history as a player. Yesterday at practice, they started on the offensive end of the floor for the first time under Ime. Like, you know, everything's built on defense. They know they've got to raise their level offensively. You surprised at that?
Well, I'm not. I think that shows a level of trust that Ime has in his team, that they understand the defensive concepts, and he knows they're going to have to score the ball to beat this OKC team, so he wanted to give a little bit more emphasis to that.
It's the third meeting of the season between the two. The first one in Oklahoma City, Thunder won big. The second one in Houston, the Rockets with a very impressive victory. And here they are for the third time this season. OKC has won 8 of their last 9 games. And obviously a neutral site. Both teams have been excellent at home and solid on the road. And it's always interesting to see, we felt this last year, which way the crowd goes.